Hi everybody, welcome to Coffee and Comments. I'm Pat Bulger in the Packfiller studios. Let's start with the news. Not that you would have known it, but the Women's Strada Bianca was held Saturday, March 6th. Not only was the prize money needing to be offset by crowdfunding, but the broadcast only covered the last 20K of the race. When asked her thoughts on the incredibly short TV coverage, a representative of the women's peloton was quoted as saying, we're really upset. In a related story that'll hopefully be aired on its entirety, Elisa Longa-Borghini from Trek Segafredo announced that on International Women's Day that she would donate her share of the prize money raised through crowdfunding ahead of Strada Bianca to further support women's cycling projects. Thank you, Elisa, along with your Trek Segafredo team, for not only impressive riding, but also your perfection in the fine art of the mic drop. UCI, get your shit together. Hey you guys, Sam Bennett took the opening stage of the 2021 Paris-Nice a couple Sundays ago. In a hotly contested sprint, the Deceuninck Quick-Step rider bolted to the front of the final closing meters of the race, strangely enough, sprinting from the hoods. When asked why the choice of hand positions, the Irishman stated, "Fuck, I figured the drops were banned by this point, so I just made sure I kept my fucking hands on the brakes at all times." The UCI has expanded on the ban of riders hugging, insisting it takes no pleasure in clamping down on the post-race celebrations, but deeming it essential in the light of the ongoing pandemic. Apparently, we should all stay prepared for the next phases of the restrictions, including no kissing, money up front, and if you're into the weird stuff, it's going to cost you double. Hey, in light of the recent rating success of the Prince Harry and Meghan interview conducted by Oprah, the USA Cycling has decided to interview cycling's power couple, Ted and Laura King. Unfortunately, as both of them are completely cool, there are little fireworks expected to come out of the interview. Also, the USAC tends to underfund everything but men's racing, so the interview will most likely be aired on Flow Bikes and hosted by Alexi Graywall. Hey, Kask has launched an all-new helmet, the Wasabi, which features an adjustable sliding vent, a merino lining, and is said to be a helmet for all seasons that is faster than the Proton. Its distinguishing feature is a sliding adjustable ventilation port similar to the brand's Infinity helmet, allowing riders to manage airflow, which is, cool if you're into that sort of thing.
The safe word is derailleur.
Remco Evenepoel has agreed to a 5-year deal to become Pizza Hut's newest ambassador in the native Belgium in what it calls a tasty collaboration. In a press release, Pizza Hut stated that the new ambassadorship with the young cycling god would help it appeal to all Belgians as a brand that helps promote a, quote, balanced lifestyle and moments of relaxation and enjoyment, end quote. Balanced, right. There's one thing I associate with complete balance and harmony in my lifestyle. It's the nights I've resorted to ordering from Pizza Hut. Filed under the not necessarily cycling news file, hey, have you guys seen the viral video circulating of the crab smoking a cigarette? Cute, right? Well, with views now officially over the 1 million mark, that crab has officially been signed on as a pro mountain bike downhiller. Congratulations. The world of the immortal John Bender. Smoke up, Johnny! Flow Sports, a leading sports streaming and original content network, and Fayetteville 2022, the organizers of the 2022 UCA Cyclocross World Championships, announced today an agreement of the broadcast race scheduled for January 29th to 30th, 2022. The agreement grants Flow Sports, having a tough time with that word today, the exclusive U.S. broadcast rights for the 2022 UCI Cyclocross World Championships. It includes rights to the World Cup Fayetteville, the UCI World Cup event scheduled for October 13th, 2021. Hey, you guys, both events will be carried on Flow Sports' dedicated cycling platform. Flow Sports, Flow Bikes, and through the Flow Sports app. It's a lot of flows. For those of you who are new to the Flow Sports app, here's a short introductory lesson on approaching online sports, especially the viewing through the app. Hey, you guys, their home screen is like a time portal. Every login takes you approximately 2 to 6 hours into the immediate future. You're going to see styles, hear the beautiful music, and, well, probably some bike race results that you didn't know before clicking on the app. Be warned, some of you might be a bit surprised. We recommend a certain amount of accessories prior to watching any bike race on the Flow Bikes platform. First, the blindfold. Make sure to wrap it tight over the eyes, ensuring you cannot catch even the slightest pixel from your TV monitor. I'm talking tighter than that team skin suit you bought back as a junior and tried on last month. Also, ear coverings. Listen to the Circe. Listen to the Circe. I think that's how you pronounce it. Put wax in the crew's ears, in this case, hopefully a non-cycling fan in your immediate household. Instruct them not to waver from their duties and tie yourself to the couch like the mast of a boat taking you to bike racing Ithaca. Yes, these are references to the Odyssey. Didn't you read in high school? No, seriously though, congratulations to Flow Sports for bringing us great events. Now go fix your damn homepage. Taiwanese saddle maker Velo is showing off several new saddles this month at the Taipei Cycle Online trade show. New saddles include 2 new models with an antibacterial treatment that might just be the thing for rental bikes. Okay, this is why cyclists don't share bikes. This is why. If there's one thing I've learned from the pandemic, it's that germs are everywhere. I've never considered, however, the Taco Bell from the drunk QAnon follower that rented the bike before me to pick up a pack of late night Marlboros could potentially seep into my saddle, into my bloodstream, and eventually have me wind up looking like this guy. Hey, Peloton is recalling clip-in pedals equipped on some of its indoor bikes because they can break during use. The Consumer Product Safety Commission has received 120 consumer reports of pedals breaking, including 16 reports of leg injuries. 5 of the injuries required medical care, including stitches to the lower leg. Not mentioned in the injury reports are strained wallets, sexism in advertising, buyer's remorse, lack of forward progress, extremely tight braids, uncontrollable urge to overuse the words literally and like, parking paralysis, overwhelming desire to drink shitty beer, inability to notice the spouse or children, elitism, purchasing of clothing too small, abs, disingenuous, loud laughter, and this. Team Ineos Grenadiers have looked to distance themselves from Dr. Richard Freeman after their former senior doctor was found guilty of ordering the banned drug testosterone, knowing or believing it was to be given to an unnamed rider to improve their athletic performance. Freeman ordered the drug in 2011 and worked at both Team Sky and British Cycling as part of both teams' medical staff at the time. Freeman changed his story multiple times over the order of the banned drug, first claiming he didn't order the product, then stating that it was delivered by mistake, before finally saying that it was to help Shane Sutton's erectile dysfunction. Band name alert, Shane Sutton's erectile dysfunction. Sounds like a progressive rock band with classic hits like Dope On, You Crazy Diamond, The Gates of Cheating, and Fool's Overture. That last song was actually a prog rock song, for those of you keeping track. Actually, let's think about this. You have to love the stages of denial, taken directly from the pages of a Judy Blume book, if you will. First, it isn't mine. Second, it must be for someone else. And then, of course, third, it's for Shane's dick. Well, maybe not the last one. Filippo Ganna has widely expected to extend his run of time trial victories at the final stage of this year's Tirreno Adriatico, but could only muster 3rd place behind Wout van Aert and Stefan Küng. When asked to reflect on the experience and his actual potential for showing up and showing humanity, Ganna stated, "It showed that I am human, not a robot. I can lose the race. My numbers were good, but every day is different." He also continued with, "Sarah Connor, come with me if you want to live." Finally, For our FU of the week, I'd like to address an alarming trend in our society. This is not a trend we want. This is quite literally our lives. In a recent study, it was found that more than 800 Americans on bicycles were killed by cars in 2019, and 49,000 were injured, up to 45% since 2010. In light of a recent story regarding the collision and injuries sustained by former NBA player Sean Bradley, who was struck from behind and by a distracted driver while riding, brings to light the fact that many, not just Americans, of our fellow cyclists are risking their lives doing the sport we all love. As cyclists, you guys, we have a responsibility to come home. We have to stay alive. We have to be there for our friends, our family, and our fellow humans. That means we have to help stupid assholes realize that cutting us off, sideswiping us, ramming us from behind, and other methods of vehicular homicide are not a fucking acceptable byproduct of their social media check-ins, their need to get to the grocery store for cigarettes and a newspaper, being late to work, late to get home, or just a reason for their frustrations on how their lives have ended up. So, am I preaching to the choir? Sure. But how can we as cyclists help spread the word that our lives are important? We have to take a different path, you guys. To paraphrase a quote from a famous former First Lady, we have to go high when they go low. You guys, stop riding the super busy streets during high traffic hours. It isn't worth it, and it isn't any fun anyway. Wave to the people who do it right. Let them know when it is safe to pass. Don't bother screaming at the people who scream at you. They aren't going to suddenly realize the error of their ways just because you came up with the perfect insult. Talk to your non-cycling friends and family, you guys. Find ways to teach them to teach others. Look both ways. Look again. See the drivers before they see or don't see us. As Dalton said, be nice until it is time to not be nice. Stay safe, you guys. I'm Pat Bulger, and this is Coffee and Comments on the Packfiller.
Damn, that's good.
So, I'll just stay here in the dark then. Stay here till Monday's show. Like and subscribe. Ow. Burn my throat.